Good morning, players of Black Desert Online on the PS4. Today we have a big patch. This is the first big patch since launch, and I am super excited about this. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because hitting subscribe means you will not miss out on content like this in the future. My goal is to help you get in front and stay in front. So the big news is we have two new classes being launched, and everyone has been speculating on what these classes may have been. On the Xbox, the classes that were released first were the Musa, the Striker, the Lan, and the Dark Knight, but we're only getting two classes, which is probably due to the accelerated rate which they're providing us content with. So which classes did we get? So to begin with, we got the Musa, so I'm sure a lot of people are excited about this. This is not a class for me. Have tried it, wasn't interested, but the Musa is a fantastic class if that is your style. In addition to this, we have the Dark Knight. So the Dark Knight, I absolutely adore the Dark Knight. She's a fantastic class, super strong, and I think a little bit underrated, quite frankly. So those are the two classes that we are getting. Now, the next awesome update is that Kzarka will be coming to the game. Now, Kzarka, he is a world boss who spawns at specific times during the week, specific schedule times. Now, Kzarka is a boss which shares health amongst all of the servers. So when this guy spawns, everybody that's playing the game is contributing to the killing of that boss if they are there fighting it. Now, the great thing about Kzarka is that Kzarka drops, as you may have figured out, the Kzarka weapon box. And this is going to be the best weapon in the game. It's going to be highly sought after. And this is actually going to have a lot of consequences to the economy. So the first thing that you'll notice is the price of memory fragments is going to absolutely skyrocket. You're looking at memory fragments on the market pre-patch was about 160,000. You're probably going to be looking closer to 1.5 to 2 million now. So that is the impact that this is going to have on the game. People are going to be getting this weapon, and people will be going to upgrading like crazy, and these things are going to be in such demand. So if you've collected them so far, good on you. If you haven't, then sad times. And yeah, but all the same, absolutely fantastic opportunity to get yourself some good gear so long as you're persistent with these. Now, I imagine that there probably won't be latent auras introduced at this early stage. That's something that we can talk about in greater detail close to the time. But in summary, latent auras are a guaranteed way of you getting the Kzarka weapon. It's more of a catch-up mechanic, so the idea of them coming into the game at such an early stage is very unrealistic. Okay, so in addition to Kzarka, we are also getting field bosses. These are bosses that appear randomly around the world, which can drop absolutely awesome gear. So this is your boss gear. These are your red nose armor, your Beg's gloves, your Muskan shoes, your Guyth helmet, and your Dimtree armor. So this is something which is going to be sought after. This is the gear that people have been looking forward to. So again, this is going to have a huge impact on the economy. People are getting these, they're going to want them being repaired, and it is going to suck every single memory fragment out of the game in order to do this. Another update that's coming that some people have been looking forward to is the Asula Enhancement. So you can now get weakened version of the Asula items, which means that if you get a number of these items, you can actually exchange them for the full Crimson Eye accessories. So what you can also do is basically farm one whole area of, say you wanted to farm Helms, for example, you never want to go to Elric's Shrine. This is now possible, because what you can do is you can get yourself a whole selection of the rings, as an example, and then you can take those to the jeweler in, let's say, Altanova, and she will exchange these for weakened versions, and then you can exchange those weakened versions for different weakened versions. So if you have like weakened versions of the ring, you can exchange them for weakened versions of the belt, as an example, and then you can exchange those weakened versions of the belt for a full belt. So it's a very convoluted way of doing it, but it is possible. It means that you can get this Asula gear pretty quickly and pretty easily at your convenience. Okay, so another thing that people are going to be super excited about is melting. Now, this is a process whereby you can melt accessories and get hard and sharp crystal shards from them. And this is great because that means that you don't need to necessarily spend as much time gathering in order to try to get those. You don't have to spend as much time gathering to get the hards and sharps that you previously did. Now, this means you need to be getting a load of accessories to do this, but if that kind of suits your way of playing, then this may be really helpful to you. The next thing we've got coming is Node Wars. So this is the point where guilds will fight over resources in the game in order to control them and earn an income from them. So this is something that will bring your guild together, and it will allow your guild to grow if you are successful. So there's also a guild login event, which is pretty cool. So for guilds who have a certain number of people, so if you're looking at a guild with 31 or more people, you become eligible for this login event. And what that means is that you can acquire items such as pets for being in a guild and logging in. It's pretty awesome. So I don't have the full details on the specifics of what's happening. This is taken from the GM stream, and this is the information that they gave me, but that by itself is worthwhile doing. So if you're not in a guild, maybe look for a guild, join a guild, get yourself that free pet. Finally, they are rewarding us for leveling up. Now, this is something where you will get rewards on level 10, 20, 30, so on and so on and so forth, right up until level 50, whatever. And this is fantastic because this can be done on a per class basis. So you can't make the same class over and over again, but you can basically, make one of every single class that's available, level them up, get the rewards. It's dead simple. It's well worth doing. If I remember rightly from the Xbox time they did this, I've got a feeling that you will get rewarded with hards and sharps in addition to a number of other items. So it's certainly worth going through the different characters in order to just get the rewards. Even if you have no intention of playing the other classes, then fine, just grind through it for a day and get your rewards. As we've previously discussed, the upgrade materials are going to be very, very expensive, so it's worth getting hold of. And finally, the last and most interesting thing I found from the GM stream was the Hot Time event, which is coming. Now, this is an event which will be running 24/7, and amongst other things, will give you combat EXP of plus 50% and skill XP of plus 20%. So this stacks on top of other existing buffs. So you can combine this with, say, EXP scrolls and food, or your sealed book of combat and food. So you can get such a massive boost to your XP. This is going to allow you to absolutely smash through those levels if you're wanting to take advantage of the leveling event. Also, if you're looking to push towards the high levels on your main character, then this is going to really, really make a big difference to you. So get your grinding groups together and get out to your favourite grind spot. It's going to be totally worth taking advantage of this. So that is, in short, everything which we are expecting in this new patch. Now, I, for one, am certainly looking forward to this, and I'm interested to know what your thoughts are on this. Are you happy about the classes that have been released? That's something which I'm sure some people will be upset about, and I'm sure that some people will be ecstatically over the moon about. So let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to hit that like button, and please hit that subscribe button, because I really, really don't want you to miss out. I've only got a really small following, and I think the information that I give is of great value to the people that do subscribe, and I want to make sure that everybody has access to that information. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm going to put some videos up in the corners of the screen, and these are videos that I've made on Xbox, but essentially the information is still valid, and it's videos on Kzarka and also the Asula items. So if you check out one of those videos, then I'm sure there's something that you will find interesting in there. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.